Welcome to another episode of the Overserved Podcast, where I'm with Joe. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And I'm your buddy AC, also known as Rich. And I'm having a fantastic high noon. Just having some sips, having some sups, having suppled on the stuff.
The sips? Suppled the sips?
Suppled the sips.
Yeah.
Sipping on some of the supple sips of...
You self-served yourself.
I've overserved my supple sips. Well, I wanted to start the episode because you started talking to me about an interesting story, and you brought up the phrase brain banging. Brain banging.
So, you know, as we go along in life, we get taught by people, right? They teach us, hey, you're an instructor, we're in a class, I'm going to teach you this, that, and the other.
Are you an instructor and stuff?
I am. I'm a firearms instructor.
Me too.
Oh, my God.
We can do whatever we want with firearms.
We do. We're so knowledgeable.
The United States, specifically the New York one.
The state of New York.
It says we are allowed
Yeah.
to teach people firearms and do basically whatever we want.
Got him. Yeah.
Just saying, asterisk, ATF is not allowed to visit several of my properties.
Ooh. Spicy.
Yeah. I have motion sensors hooked up to claymores.
Dude, did you ever see that meme where the claymores are loaded into the garden gnomes or something?
Oh.
Or somebody fills the garden gnomes up with tannerite?
Tannerite and screws.
Dude, leave it to somebody in the Midwest somewhere to think of this, because it's not somebody on our block.
You know what I want, though? Is because it's... If you put like one of those little packets, whatever it's called, that sucks up all the moisture.
Oh, yeah, the silica packets.
Silica packets.
Yeah,
you put a silica packet, or you just never... Well, you'd have to open it because you have to mix the tannerite. But if you put a silica packet in there, you could probably... And seal it? You'd still have to keep it in some sort of waterproof container because clay can soak up a little moisture.
Oh, it definitely does, yeah.
But could you imagine putting 3 pounds of tannerite in a medium-sized gnome?
We put 7 pounds in a paint can and blew up a 94
Chrysler Pacifica. Sebring.
Sebring, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
Here's the problem with being in the military, and it's not really a problem. Well, stand by civilian standards and people by onlookers, it's a problem. Okay,
outsiders.
Yeah, outsiders, absolutely. So at the age of 17, you can sign up delayed entry. By 18, you could be driving a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment. You can't have a toaster in the barracks, but you can have grenade launchers, full auto, Gatling guns, right? You have access to all this stuff. But here now
grenades.
Grenades.
AT-4s.
And dude, you're learning all the movements. But here in civilian world, you're
training foreign governments to like defend themselves.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you're going to key leader engagements.
Yeah,
you're going to go meet with the leader. I mean, I was in E4 overseas the first time we deployed, and I'm sitting down with mayors and sheikhs, going, "Oh, hey, how's it going? What do you guys need? What can I get for you?"
Isn't it crazy that we're smarter than them at 18 years old?
Oh, dude, everyone was an engineer over in Iraq. So let's get back to the part where we're slightly different, right?
Yes.
So we get to drive all this equipment. We get to have all these experiences. So it really pushes the boundaries of who you are and where you are, because you don't know what you know until you don't know it. So if I teach you left and right limits and then push you beyond them, you get to learn that you didn't know everything and your mind's now expanded.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is my vision. This is what I see. This is what I know. And then when you go, hey, look a little bit more this way and a little bit more that way.
Correct.
Like, oh, I didn't know those things existed. They were outside of my view.
Yep. So when you're out there training, we're in the civilian world, you have to explain people and teach it in a manner that they understand.
Okay.
But when you're having difficulty training somebody and you want to use that hard R, the retard word.
Jesus, you've got to be careful when you say that.
No. I can say hard R.
Yeah, I know. But you said it quickly and my brain went to a different hard R.
Well, that's weird.
Hard R.
Dude,
I listen to a lot of Kanye.
Who's Kanye?
West.
No, I'm just messing with it. I'm just kidding. Oh, my God. Kanye West. His little white supremacist. I've never heard that. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Right, yeah. Maybe I can kind of see that.
You didn't see his rant on SNL?
No.
It was actually
He was cloned. It's not even him.
I don't even know.
Oh, no.
I miss old Kanye. I want his music to be back. His last album was kind of meh.
Yeah.
Graduation. God, amazing.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I never listened.
You listen to Kanye.
I've heard him. I've heard him, but I
just don't know the names of the songs.
Correct.
I got you.
Yeah. So when you're having difficulty teaching people, my buddy was recently at a school and he was teaching 2 thick-skulled morons, dummies. And he's like, I'm over here brain banging 2 dudes. I'm like, Okay, please explain that to me. Yeah, he's having a hard time teaching people. He's really forcing the knowledge in there.
Yep.
So that's, if you're having difficulty training your kids, teachers alike, it's brain banging.
Yep. You got to brain bang that information into them. And if somebody tries to say, well, that sounds inappropriate, like, no, I'm trying to smash the information into your kid, which still actually smashes a slang term for sex. So
is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to force information into the skull.
What if I was brain cracking people?
What's brain cracking?
No, crack. Like they say, oh, I got cracked. Crack means banged.
Well,
smash means banged.
Cracked also means like a Call of Duty, like you crack somebody, like he's cracked. It means that you've broken their armor and now they have their armor's depleted.
Dude, that's very much like having.
It's true. I cracked her armor.
I broke her hymen. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. There's still blood everywhere.
Oh, God.
So many stories that I cannot talk about just came to mind.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Nothing. Just talking about good American fun.
Brain banging.
Brain banging. Talking about brain banging information into people.
So being a firearms instructor, and as of late, teaching kids about red dots.
Yeah.
You know, the holographic sights or the actual red dot with the emitter.
What's the difference between a holographic sight and a red dot with an emitter?
The holographic sight, I believe, has more windows, and it's fakely put up there, where the red dot is just an emitter that reflects off of one window.
Okay.
So we're kind of talking about that, and I asked the class, hey, anybody have any experience with red dots? He goes, yeah. I'm like, cool, like tell me about it. He's like, I've never seen it on the range. And then I'm like, well, where'd you get your experience with red dots? Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Oh. I thought you were going to say something about Indian people.
Oh, no. That would be like
Where'd you get your experience with red dots? Well, I did a family trip to India when I was a Mormon trying to convert them.
That's pretty specific.
They threw cow poop at me.
I think my Call of Duty is a little more general. And in my head, I'm thinking like, me. I'm like, cool, let me play along. How many hours of Call of Duty do you have? Because maybe you don't have to take this class. He's like, I got a lot. I'm like, oh, you're qualified. You can leave. He's like, really? I'm like, no, sit the f down.
I tell you what, though, you can use that as like a teaching moment. Like, all right, cool. So you already kind of understand good sight picture. You're in cheek to stock. Like, you're going to pick that rifle up just like a television screen, and you want it to have the same picture every time you put it to
it's
your
funny.
face.
After he said that, I immediately went into a lesson of like, how can I explain how to use a red dot? When you're on Call of Duty, you're staring. This is threat focused. Red dot's all threat focused on the target, 25 yards down. I'm looking at the target, and my red dot's going to come up and get in the middle of me and my target, right? Well, when you're playing a video game, it's kind of the same way. You're staring at the screen. You're manipulating the controls to move your sights onto the target.
Yeah.
You're not holding the controller up, the iron sights, or the actual optic, looking through it with one eye and working 24 inches in front of me. You're working at the TV screen that's across the room. So, like, that's the same idea, the same principle. I'm working on the target, a 2D picture, not the 3D picture with the front sight, the rear sight. I'm not looking through the optic. The optic is a tool that I'm placing on the target downrange.
So you're saying guys like the Burnt Peanut are better at combat than I am because they've been training longer.
Who the is Burnt Peanut?
You don't know who Burnt Peanut is?
No.
Burnt Peanut, grab your phone. I'll explain to him.
Okay.
Go on Twitter and just...
I don't know if I can. I'm suspended.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, I got suspended from my own account.
For nothing.
For impersonating my own account.
For impersonating your own account. I know. I still don't understand it.
Well, because I made fun of Harry Sisson.
As you should.
As soon as I made fun of him, I legit made a joke about him being a woman, and I got suspended immediately. Like, literally, like, within seconds, I was suspended.
It's probably anti-trans. You know he's transitioning.
Probably.
But anywho,
Yeah.
you can go on
Burnt Peanut? I'll find it.
YouTube or
There'll be something,
Instagram,
yeah.
whatever. It's Burnt Peanut. And the Burnt Peanut is...
Online streamer.
He's an online streamer.
Oh, I saw something. He exposed himself.
What?
His filter went down for like a couple of seconds.
Oh, and he actually showed his face?
Yeah, this is the guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he plays as a burnt peanut, and he has different costumes that it puts on him. It's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's like Kiss. You know, he put on makeup and became a different person, and now he gets to wear all these different disguises and have fun with it.
Yeah. Okay. So I've seen a couple of those clips. TikTok showed me one where he exposed himself, but who knows, right?
You say exposed yourself, I automatically go into like
exposed
flashing.
yourself. Yeah.
My mind is broken. It just goes right to the worst.
That's what I was talking
shit
about.
ever.
Yeah. I can't take anything serious. We joked about live, laugh, love and all those other signs in the last episode, but anytime somebody says something like, okay, cool, how do I respond? What's my audience looking to hear? Because if you say something, I respond with, oh, yeah, cool, it's a porno. They're like, no, it's not. It's a hamburger. Like, damn, I got this wrong again.
Dude, speaking of just like...
Dude, what about stuffing a gash? If I told you to stuff a gash, what do you think that means?
It sounds like...
Okay. What if it was a traumatic wound? And you
then I would... Yeah, my second thing was traumatic wound.
There we go. But we go to the first thing or the second thing, and depending on the context of the conversation.
Yeah. Stuff a gash, first thing I'm thinking of is... Second thing I'm thinking of is medical response.
Yeah. Yeah. Bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff a wound, prevent bleeding.
Yeah. So...
Which is actually the same thing as stuffing a gash on the first aspect.
It is.
So I'm right on multiple levels.
Yeah.
I'm not a pervert. I'm just...
Oh, are we minimizing?
Stuffing a gash.
Yeah, just minimizing.
I'm exceptionally stuffing a gash.
Super good.
Are you going to say that? Is that going to be your thing every time that you say just, that I say just, you're going to go, minimalizing?
In my brain it does. Not you, though. In a casual conversation, just as a word is just any other word is.
But just like any other conversation... It could be a filler word.
Oh, they can be. And there's no one word, just like with body language. Everyone's like, if they cross their legs. See, I'm still hitting the mic.
Yeah.
I didn't learn my lesson.
We had a game. I don't know if it's going to come out in the one episode. Hopefully it works. And where every time Joe touches the mic or leans away too far where you can't hear him, you drink. Because this is overserved.
Yeah, if you're safely at home, not operating a motor vehicle or heavy machinery, or you are, and it's acceptable.
Mm-hmm. And you're like
Play
your
along.
own private property. You should absolutely.
If you're forklift certified.
Oh, forklift certified.
Oh my God.
If we had a forklift certified people watch this podcast, I would be amazed. That's a high level.
It is a high level.
The number of forklift certified people that watch this podcast should be its own gold placard.
So we're talking about words. There's no one key indicator to say that this person's either being deceptive or trying to shit on the statement you're saying. You need other clues, right? So in normal conversations, it sounds like one way. Like, hey, this is me. I'm doing a thing. This is what I did. This is where I went. Using a lot of pronouns. I did all these things. But then halfway through the conversation, it's I left my car, went to the Aldi's, packed clothes, I opened the trunk, something like that. But we're missing a lot of pronouns, a lot of ownership missing from that statement. Why are we removing
You're not
ourselves?
owning it because you're distancing yourself from it.
Correct. So in any kind of like new social environment, when I start hearing words like just and but, we're minimizing. So I hear, I'm not really listening, and it's not really important, and you. Because everything after but is deleted. But whatever you said, I heard what you said, but I'm not really listening. This is what I'm saying. And you can turn it off for friends. Friends can have regular conversations because there's no, I don't want to say deception. There's just no need for it.
Yeah. Well, you turn me off all the time, so that makes sense.
Turn off?
Yep.
In like a...
Well, what are you thinking?
Oh, good call. Good call.
Is it just away? Minimizing!
There's a lot of eye contact when that happened, and you can't see this if you're listening to it while driving a car.
A lot of tension.
A lot of tension.
Can you hear it in the microphone? In the words that I'm saying? Tension.
I have to leave the basement now.
No. Stay.
You can't say no. I have free will, right? Maybe. It's gone. So, yeah, there's no one thing that says this, that, or the other. It's got to be a totality of the circumstances, the whole photo, the whole picture, 40,000-foot view. Can't get lost in the weeds.
And that made me think of the different the people that I've interviewed and how some of them with like mental disabilities or people that aren't on the same mental level,
okay,
you know, that like you and I and most of the public work on, that's our stat, or how do I say this?
Interact with?
I guess, you know,
Let's say interact with, whether it be in a job interview. Your job would be to get arrested or not get arrested that day. You're hired. Get in here.
Like the mental norm. Like they're not at that mental norm that we are when it takes to like access life and do things. Normally they're not the suspect, you know, they're a victim. So it's easier to pull information out of them because they're not trying to hide anything from me.
But why? because they're not in trouble.
Well, yeah, but they're still like embarrassed about what happened.
So again, that's a different form of trouble, and you can relieve some of that by building that relationship. As we're sitting there listening to their story, and they're just kind of, hey, just sharing with you. They're like, there's a level of
Michael
trust.
put a pickle in my butthole.
Most conversations don't start like that.
He started it with peanut butter pickle.
Peanut butter pickles, bro.
He put a peanut butter pickle in my butthole.
He's not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right, Jeremy. He
These
did. What else happened?
conversations
He put a
happen.
peanut butter pickle in my butthole, put his penis in my mouth.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, damn, Jeremy.
So maybe building relationships.
Peanut butter pickle in the butthole. Peanut butter pickle in the butt. Peanut butter pickle in the butthole. Put up peanut butter pickle in the butt. Hey, everybody likes a peanut butter.
You don't I'm seeing some dude cruising down the road with his wife in the car listening to the podcast thinking, I'm about to learn some shit about interviews. And then it busts into peanut butter
pickle in the
butthole. And he's like, you're on speakerphone. Like the kid's in the back. And now all of a sudden it's, yeah.
People who watch Kind of Consensual. One episode was talking about like something happening where a dude, where it's like two animals going at it.
Oh boy.
And I described the two animals going at it. And I forget what it's called. When you add human feelings to an animal to like make them more
relatable.
No, like a man. It's there's a term for it. Like, I'm blanking. I was an English major at one point where you like the lion speaks to you, or, and you give human attributes to animals.
Okay.
Like in fictional stories, and so I was doing that, and it was something like, I don't know, like two rats banging in like a trash can or something like that. And the one's like, pull my hair. And that's when I pulled my wiener out of the rat, Anyway, that was on blast as this dude's like pulling up to his spot, gets out with his car running, radio. Speakers blaring.
Windows down.
Doors open.
Oh, doors open.
And his phone is playing the Kind of Consensual podcast. And it's me describing these animals banging.
Yeah.
And like giving them like voices and what they would say if they could speak.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to like get an order and fill it. And the person's like looking at him and he's got 10 heads.
I'm going.
And he's just
I'm
like,
calling the police.
It's a podcast. I swear.
There's no way.
Well, it's not normal, but
Yeah.
that's going to be this.
Oh God.
Somebody's
That's the
gonna
moment,
be-
dude. But it's gonna be a catchy little tune, dude. Somebody's gonna tap their foot to it.
Peanut butter pickle in your butthole. Peanut butter pickle in your
butthole. It's catchy, dude.
They're gonna
I
be-
hear a
it's-
little banjo in there.
Right? Yes, that's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what I
yeah.
wanted. That's why I did the clapping. Some spoons.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick,
Can we
tick,
get some
tick.
harmonica? Yeah.
Somebody's going to go to Delta Sonic,
Yeah.
and they're going to get done, and they're going to give a $5 tip to the person that drives their car, and then they're going to hang here.
In the last episode, we talked about food not being like everywhere. We talked about a garbage plate. I don't think car washes are the way they are unless they're in New York.
What do you mean?
We have car washes per square mile. You get on you drive in, they rinse you off, they power spray the whole car.
Well, we've got a lot of salt. I would assume that people in the Rust Belt probably have a lot of car washes because they want
Yeah.
to save their frames.
It could, but I mean, water still is, not a good thing when it's just constantly there and dries. It creates rust. But people want their cars clean, and for a low price of like the max price, like $40, but you get everything. You get tire shine, the whole deal. I think we have that up in New York. I don't see it anywhere else like we have it up here.
You don't think that other places have like,
Is-
subscription-based car washes?
Not as many as we do.
Okay, so you're saying they have them, just not the volume.
I would say the volume, but also the size. Delta Sonic, owned by Benderson, dude, that's a complex. You got a store, you got an oil change, you got a detail shop.
Oh, there's-
you got an entire track where the cars run through, and there's probably like 6 cars inside the car wash, front to back.
Oh, the one on Transit's massive. There's one
yeah.
on Niagara Falls that's massive. Are those the only ones in the area?
No, we got you got South Buffalo on Bailey. You got
No, I'm talking about the massive
oh, the big ones, yeah.
Like the
Yeah, those are the big ones. On
like a
5
hub.
corners, yeah.
Yeah, like
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but anywhere else I've been out of state, and I only noticed this, they're like, it's a 1-car wash attached to a gas station.
well, yeah, but like how often are you driving on Niagara Falls Boulevard if you're not from the area in North Tonawanda or Amherst to get to that one there? How often are you driving on Transit where it's at on Transit, like 3 miles north of the interstate?
My wife likes that one.
Well, yeah, it's nice.
It's a couple miles away from the house. It's got more lights on the inside of the car wash.
It's further away from Lackawanna.
Dude, Lackawanna's crazy.
I stopped going to the Aldi's near Lackawanna. I was just like, dude,
the
I don't want to deal with this shit that's here. I don't want to deal with it.
Did you ever hear the Lackawanna 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Describe the Lackawanna 6 for the people that don't know.
9/11.
Yeah, 9/11 happened.
Times 1,000. No, that's South Park. Hold on.
It's true.
But yeah, 9/11, and a lot of people attached to that, the Lackawanna 6. It had one of the second or third largest Muslim population in the country at the time. Was right in Lackawanna. We called it Sunny LA. Yeah.
Sunny LA?
Yeah. Lackawanna, Sunny LA. It's just the nickname.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No, I know we call it Cheektowaga, Cheek to Vegas. And
Call it Cheek to Vegas, and you got Sunny LA, and then, yeah.
I would never call Lackawanna Sunny LA. No offense to the people that live in Lackawanna.
Steel-awanna? You ever hear that one? Because of the steel plant, Bethlehem Steel, that used to be there?
A little.
Years ago.
I might have heard it once.
Okay, but anyways.
I just call Lackawanna Lackawanna.
Super tight community, really tiny kind of area. Used to actually belong to the town of West Seneca.
It is a small footprint. Very small footprint for a town. Right next to the city of Buffalo.
It's population dense right now. A lot of Muslims live there.
Yeah.
They have a Muslim mayor.
When did that happen? They got Mom Donnie?
No. Mom Donnie's cousin. I don't know what her name is. I think it's a her.
Bomb Donnie?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Mom
zing!
Donnie, Bomb Donnie. Oh, God.
Because of Lackawanna 6. Because
Yes,
terrorism.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's good. I see how you did that.
Connect
And
the
that's how our
dots.
brains work. And your brains work the same way. You just don't let the intrusive thoughts win. We let them win. They come out.
They come out.
Yeah, gotta.
Yeah.
Mom Bonnie or
Mom Donnie. Mom Donnie.
Mom Bommy? Bomb Mommy?
Bomb Mummy? I'm going to bomb your mummy. So what, they got a Muslim mayor? Like how?
So they do. And it's a pretty big Muslim population. And
Yeah.
they're bringing in a lot of traditional types of shops and things like that. Definitely different
Yeah.
than what you're used to seeing anywhere else. And some people are happy about it. Some people are mad about it. Can't change it.
Well, you can change it, but
How?
do you want to change it?
Oh, I'm uninvolved. I'm a city over, right?
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about I'm just going to use the word gentrification, but I'm not going to mean it in like the sense of like white people moving in and bettering an area and making everybody move out. You know what I mean? Pushing out the minority people. And I'm just saying that for any group of people, right?
Yeah.
You could be Muslim going into a predominantly white neighborhood and gentrifying it and turning it over to your culture.
Yeah.
White to Hispanic to black, whatever, right? That's what's happened in Lackawanna is they've just had a large Muslim population gentrify the area and their culture, religion, and
That makes sense.
the
When you
things that
say
go around it.
When you say gentrification that way, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are like, whoa, they're taking over. Like, taking over what, dude? They're just kind of moving in.
Well, the way that you change it is you and your friends go and move back into the area and
Well,
make it Polish again.
What's interesting is, though, I'm not hearing as much about the crime that used to happen in Lackawanna anymore. I feel like they're regulating themselves.
Well, that's fine. Well, the Irish used to do that. The Italians
I was
used to
going
do
to
that.
say the same thing with New York.
The
Yeah.
Polish used to do that. Every
Yep.
minority entity group that's come in from wherever they came from is usually pushed as the outsider because we don't acknowledge. Let's say acknowledge it. We don't understand their customs.
Yeah.
And they haven't become Americans yet. You know what I mean? Because first generation Italians made Little Italy and they stayed there because they weren't really accepted because we didn't really understand their shit. And they were also like, hey, we want to be American, but also like we're really strict on our traditions. And eventually there was like the melting pot occurred. It takes decades. It's not like overnight. People hated the Irish. People did not like greasy Dago Italians.
I just got a notice on my phone. Buffalo public school student arrested after attempting to bring an unloaded handgun to school. So am I mad because it was unloaded? Is it Buffalo? But he was arrested. That's a positive.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm sure you'll read about that tomorrow.
Listen, it's
I
because
thought it was something important.
of socioeconomic factors that he
Dude.
didn't know that bringing a gun to school was a bad thing. Okay? I blame the teachers.
Based on your tone of voice, I'm not really going to take this line of questioning as serious.
Yeah, that was sarcasm.
I'm going to go ahead and move to strike.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ball.
No, just kidding.
2.
My phone's blowing up 1 second here.
What, do you get like news notifications on your phone?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. I do, and it's
So
whatever.
Then you can be the next Uvalde when a school shooting happens at your your daughter's school, you can go in there and actually do something.
Dude, okay. Let's talk about something like that for a second. Veterans, construction workers, blue-collar dudes standing up for their families.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be the trans things with the different bathrooms. My daughter's in there. Sorry, sir, you're not going in. I don't care what you're dressed like, you're not going in. They're willing to, what I call, get off the couch.
Who's willing to get off the couch? What do you mean?
The father standing up for the child.
Oh, okay.
The parents standing up for the children.
The dad that was
the dad, the mother, anybody.
The Border Patrol dude that went in and cleared the room with a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He wasn't even there. He, like, showed up there.
He showed up there. From my understanding was he got, like, a shotgun from somebody, or maybe it was in his work truck, because he's, like, the SWAT version of Border Patrol or something like that.
So that's the get off the couch moment. Like, I'm
he
comfortable.
Literally got out of a barber shop and went and did his thing.
So I'm at home chilling. He's at home getting a haircut, whatever. You're living your life. You're comfortable. You get to that point in your world where it pushes you to the limit. Some people think the all-in moment is the hot coffee that came out cold at McDonald's, and they're going to argue that they didn't get chicken nuggets or ketchup, right? And they're just going to scream in your face and have that big outburst. I still hit the mic. Drink.
Hit the mic, drink.
God damn it. Anyways,
this is awesome. This
is fantastic.
Oh, your mic's still working, though.
This is good. So they can go into Burger King, they can go into a small emotional moment and just lose their shit and scream at you and tell you what you need to do and how you need to fix it and where you got to go. That's their big fight. The off-the-couch moment for some of us is probably going to get arrested in New York, going to lose my job. I'm going to get shit on social media. I could end up in jail. That's a get-off-the-couch moment. So if you see a guy, a female, a construction worker, whoever in their world that's literally standing at you or standing in front of you, kind of looking at you like the monster they could be, that's the monster they are going to be. And they're willing to give up anything to be that monster. They're going to protect their family. They've already drawn that line in the sand. We're kind of there. I feel like there's some people in the Midwest right now that have their lines in the sand drawn, and they're going to get off the couch, and they're willing to put everything behind them. Forget the pension, forget the 401ks, forget my acreage, forget my dually pickup truck, forget all the things that they worked for, and they're going to go defend that property, that thing. Differences.
Dude, I'm not there yet, but I
we're
want
not.
more people to be there for taxes.
So we can be,
I
but
want to be there for taxes.
what does that look like?
Not paying taxes. Just literally a protest of, I'm not going to pay taxes.
By
They're
the
going to print
time-
their money anyway. Why are you going to take my
Okay,
you?
I agree. What does that look like? Is it an emotional response or a logical? I say logical, it's calculated. I know that I cannot pay my taxes for a certain period of time. I can have my tax guy do this, this, and that. Meaning I've planned 3 and 4 moves down the road on how not to pay my taxes. It's the same way if I have to get involved physically, mentally, or other in an engagement. If I have to get off the couch, I've already calculated this, dude. If I'm standing in front of you presenting the issue, the problem, yeah, dude, I've already decided.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going back to the pension. We're not going back to the job. I've already given up my reputation. This is what I stand for. So that get off the couch moment, everybody has it in a different way. And it's generally highly emotional on some ends.
Well, it has to be emotional because you have to feel something as if there's no way
But as
out.
you process the emotion through logic, you come up with a decision. It's like I said, the bitch is the complaint is the answer. I've identified a problem. I don't want to pay taxes. Okay, this is what taxes are. This is how I have to pay them. This is how I have to address them. How do I not pay them? Legally. Cool. All right, you got your tax accountant who says, oh, we'll extend. You'll make extra cash. Maybe you pay them on the side. We'll find some write-offs, you know? Yeah, that's pretty logical. But the part where you stand out in the street and you're like, F it, I'm done, you're willing to walk away from everything. Because try not paying your taxes right now in today's current environment.
Let's talk about getting out in the middle of the street because the No Kings protest happened a little while ago.
Yeah, it did.
So I want to talk about that. I don't know if I sent you the book. I have it. You ever read the book Rules for Radicals?
No.
Okay. So are you familiar with the book or it
I've
being
heard
talked
of it,
about? Yeah. So it Rules for Radicals was written, I think, in the 70s, maybe 80s. And do you remember when, excuse me, do you remember when the Kodak protests were happening in Rochester?
Yeah, Rochester, New York, yeah.
Do you know what decade was that?
Oh, God damn, dude.
Was it the 80s?
No, I think more like the 90s.
The 90s?
I'm trying to think when they actually lost.
I think it was before the 90s.
Funny story. Actually, a friend of a friend used to work at, his father worked at Kodak.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we should go digital. Kodak's like, screw you, digital is dumb. I'm just shortening. I'm shortening up the argument there, and therein lies their demise.
Well, here's another one.
I thought it was. I'm gonna look it up while you talk.
Okay. So, Rules for Radicals was written by a guy who was basically trying to teach people how to protest and how to create political change. I don't want to say he was a Marxist or a communist because I don't remember if he is or not, but he was very much like for unionization and some socialist programs and creating change and being against larger businesses. But he was also a guy that knew how to create these changes. And a lot of people that use them, some of the more famous ones, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, used them in order to create the political movements that launched them into, you know, I would say like political celebrity.
This saying it's the race riot in 1964. Is that correct?
Nah, that's a race right now. This is the Kodak Kodak unionization, something like that, protests.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it was the race riot in '64. Although it could have been. I forget how old this book is. I know it's significantly old. Why don't you just look up the book Rules for Radicals and see when it was published? That would be a little bit easier.
Sometimes we just do it the hard way.
But anywho, so we have the protest for No Kings.
1971.
71 is when it was published?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. No Kings protest happens. I'm at work, and I go up to the top of the Buffalo Police headquarters, and I look out, and I see
rooftop Koreans. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I see, well, we're the Round Eye Battalion.
Yes.
And that is from the Rooftop Korean. He said,
you said
activate
that,
the Round Eye Battalion, which
That's
is
awesome.
The best.
I would love a patch.
We need to make a shirt, Round Eye Battalion.
Yeah.
Rooftop Korean, Round Eye Battalion.
At least a patch. It doesn't have to be a whole shirt, though.
I'd like, yeah, you're right. But I need to support the Rooftop Korean. So I go to the top of BPD headquarters, and I look down in Niagara Square in front of City Hall, because it's all in the same, massive traffic circle with a park in the middle. And I see a couple thousand people out there protesting. And I'm talking with a couple of the older gentlemen that are in the department there, and they're like, there's so many flags. There's a Iran flag. There's a Palestinian flag. There's a Black Power flag. There's a trans flag. There's a this flag and a that flag. And I go, yeah, you know why that is? Because it's from the Rules for Radicals book. And they're like, why is that? I go, in the Rules for Radicals book, they talk about, or the author talks about not labeling yourself intentionally so then you can have umpteen different
you got freedom of movement.
protests.
It's fluid. Yeah.
Well, not freedom of movement fluid, but you have numbers, you have mass, right? So if you went up to somebody, and this happened a lot in the Women's March.
Yeah.
The Women's March was when it was like so blatantly there. So like the Women's March back in Trump's first tour. Yeah, presidential.
It was kind of like a tour, sure.
Kind of, right?
Jesus, pretty combative.
Popping off.
Yeah.
During his first presidential run, what would you call that? Time in service. Oh my gosh. Candidacy?
What?
What's the presidency called for 4 years? His first presidential
term.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the term, but ching.
So, links.
During that women's rights protest, the Women's March, you would get people go up to all these different protesters and say, like, what is the Women's March about? And they'd be like, oh, it's for, birthrights, one would say. It's for trans rights, one would say. It's, all women need to vote and no, there's no illegal aliens, some would say, right? Anything that had to do with is a women even there, is a women there, then a women's there, and that's the Women's March. So, and people were saying, on the right, people that opposed it, we're saying they don't even know what they're there for. No, that's intentional. Because if you have all these different things that fall underneath the Women's March, which doesn't have a clear objective, then you
said it right there. Yeah,
exactly. It's intentionally vague. It's intentionally gray.
Yep.
So then you can have all these different entities and all the people with those entities go to that singular march and say, look at how big we are. Now, if you actually said the Women's March is just about abortion, period, you would have maybe not so many trans people there. You'd have maybe not so many immigration people there. Maybe you'd have not so many, black women are the most marginalized
Sure.
group ever there, because it's no longer about just black
We're
women.
not
It's about-
alienating anybody. So,
Correct.
Yeah.
And you're intentionally leaving it vague and open
Yeah.
so you can have as many people there as possible. The numbers are intentionally inflated, and it makes the movement look bigger. It gives it credence. It gives it voice. It gives it that much more media attention.
Yeah.
And so it was just a fun moment to see the book in action, just like it was with like the Black Lives Matter
What
movement.
I'm mildly amused about is that looking that up from the 70s, that's 50 years ago.
The guy was just really
We
good at it.
continue to do the same over and over like a dumb fish in a bowl. And we fall for these little cycles of
Well, it's who's falling for it? The people that don't read the book.
probably. Well, they tell you people that don't study history are doomed to repeat it, right?
Ta-da.
Okay. Well, drink.
Yep, he touched his mic again, drink.
So if we're doomed to repeat it, but we do nothing about it, we hold zero people accountable. They go to school. When I went to school, if I had a math problem that was a word issue, like, Timmy with the train and did a thing, and I had to respond with...
You had to find how fast the train went if it
Yeah,
was
but
going
I had
to
to write it
Idaho
out.
with
I
5
had-
pickles in its butt.
Pickle in a butt. What is it?
Peanut butter pickle in a butt.
Peanut butter pickle in a butt. Probably going to go to jail.
This is going to get stuck in everybody's head.
Well, it's better. It's almost as good as peanut butter with a baseball bat. What is it?
Oh, peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly in a baseball bat. Peanut butter pickle. Peanut butter pickle. Peanut butter pickle in a fat butthole.
Oh.
I added fat.
No, it's okay. Fat's just
In your
rude.
tight butthole? Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
Your loose butthole? Anywho, go on.
Yep. The train of thought just left the fucking...
Did it let the thing?
Derailed, bro.
It derailed.
So we talked about what...
well, I'll maybe this will
please,
bring it back.
Bring me back.
So, yes, it's an old book. Yes, people haven't read it, so they can't see what's going on in it.
So we talked about being in school, and you got corrected on grammar in math class. So there was accountability through all levels of learning. If I was in social studies, and social studies had a math question, how many indigenous people, whatever this was, lat long, whatever, if I got the math wrong, I lost points in my social studies. If I spelled it wrong, not spelling class, but in social studies or math class, I lost points, right?
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah, if you didn't spell
accountability
something
has just been
correctly.
just disintegrated, right? It's just gone. It's been removed from everything.
What's that?
Accountability
Okay.
for
In
anything. There's no way to
studies?
like teach and learn without. It's so specific. How's that? If you're learning history, it has to be very specific at history. I can only hold you accountable for history. Well, numbers apply, spelling applies, grammar applies in all topics, right? So when we're talking about like this cyclical like learning deficit we have, where we did this in the 70s, we're doing it again now. We're being manipulated the same way before.
Yep.
Because they're not teaching us how we're being manipulated in the classes. But now I can see it. They're literally deleting certain parts of learning from our education system.
I would
and giving you
literally-
an excuse.
I mean, I was going to be an English teacher,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
Forming young minds with my middle right
You're gonna
independent
be,
ideas.
You're going to be brain banging dudes.
I was going to brain banging children. Just does not sound
I
correct.
said dudes. I said dudes.
Yeah. Well, they would have been high school kids. It'd been 7th to 12th grade.
Oh.
But
Real-
I don't know, I wouldn't have read the book at the time because I wasn't a police officer and I wasn't a part of a riot squad at the time.
Yeah.
That's when I read it. I was like, all right,
years later now.
I want to learn more about this thing that I'm a part of. I think that you should, as an English teacher, and kind of even in social studies it would work, any sort of, U.S. history, reading the first half of Rules for Radicals will open your mind to A, if you want to create the sort of political change, then you can create it. And B, if you see somebody abusing political change to forward an idea or force an idea, you can see
You want
it.
to be a free thinker? Act on your own?
What?
Yeah, terrorism, dude. They'll
Speaking
lock
of
you
free
up.
thinking and acting on your own, the second half of that book is gobbledygook, commie garbage.
Wow.
Garbage. Just like,
Starts
this
off
is
good,
how
get
I
you hooked.
feel about things. You're a moron.
Yeah.
No, his tactical information of like what to do is brilliant. I'll give you an example. One of the things that he talks about in the book is there's like a private school and they wanted something to happen. I forget what it was, but obviously it's a group of people that want change. And they wanted change in a private school and they didn't know how to protest it. They're like, we don't know what to do, guy who's in charge of all these political protests before he wrote the book. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, it's not that hard. You just have to find something that basically, a very, very boiled down version of this.
Yeah.
Find something you can do regularly that's easily teachable.
Yeah.
And then do it en masse so that it annoys the out of the group.
One of us.
One of us.
End of story, right?
And so what they did, what they came upon, he goes, can you chew gum in class? Like, can you chew gum at your school? They're like, yeah. They're like, sweet. Chew gum and stick it everywhere. And they're like, not a bad idea.
Simple task. Anybody can do it.
So what do? They say, we want A at this school and you won't give it to us. So they chew bubble gum. They stick it on every window. They stick it on every desk. They
Fuck
stick
these
it on
little kids, dude.
Well, these are college students.
Oh, and again, fuck these little kids.
Fuck these little kids, right? Yeah. But somebody's got to deal with that. And because they had to deal with that, and here's another massive part of the book, Rules for Radicals, is the second that higher power that you're fighting against to get that change allows you to come to the table, you've won.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. They're going to give you something because they want something to stop.
Yeah.
They're not going to bring you to the table and say, F off. Although that could happen and would be a baller move.
So I feel like we're pulling baller moves right now.
How so?
Well, if we look back in almost any, and I say large diplomatic scenario, it is, if the U.S. doesn't do this, we're going to bomb something. Cool.
Are you talking like a terrorist organization
it could
or
be
Iran, Middle Eastern country? If the U.S. doesn't follow these things, then we're going to bomb them.
Every time we capitulate in some form or manner, whether we give them money or we sit down at the negotiating table, I feel like now we're in a position where we're like, do this or we're bombing you. Like, we don't care what you're going to do over there. We're no longer like bending to the knee of the media, the narrative. We don't give a shit. As
much as it got negative press for a week, I loved us blowing up drug boats.
Bro.
Hey, you're a terrorist organization.
Well, you know we didn't fold to? The statement, they were fishermen. You know they
weren't.
Oh,
that was stupid.
We did our intel. It's a $100,000 drug boat. It's gone.
Yeah.
So are the people on it with the drugs.
There's a drone flying over the area already. We see them dumping in the boat.
And we used to,
like,
what
are we doing here? Oh no, we should have empathy for the drug dealers.
Dude, it's like a Yelp review for narcotics. No, we didn't like that. 10 out of 10 don't like. On our end, 10 out of 10 love. Blow everything up. And here's the fun part. Don't dress like, look like, drive like, float like drug dealer on a boat, and we're not going to blow you up and you're going to have no problems.
Be overtly not drug dealer, and you'll be okay.
But if you want to FO, wait, fuck around, find out. Yeah,
I'm interested to see how Venezuela is going to be over the next 4 years.
I think they're going to be successful, man. What I like about what's going on right now is each nation's kind of learning how to stand on its own 2 feet. We've separated them from the world, whether intentionally or unintentionally. They're kind of on their own now.
You want to get not really political, but kind of political real quick?
Is that a new podcast spinoff? We're definitely going to collab with Kind of Political. Kind of not political.
Kind of political. There you go. Globalism.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm with you.
I don't want the globe to be working together, speaking one language. I want there to be Arabs that make halal food. I want there to be white guys in Buffalo that like chicken wings. I want there to be Hispanic people that make Tapatio tequila in the specific area of Mexico because that's where the agave plant is. I want people to be different because different trains of thoughts, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different cultures make the world a unique, amazing place.
Oh my God, a melting pot? You're weird.
Like, a melting pot is cool, but like it's, a melting pot is meant to be a bunch of different things coming together as one. That doesn't mean that
it's forceful, though.
Iron atom becomes copper.
You don't force me to respect your culture. You got to earn that, right? You can't force me to respect you just because you're a different culture.
I used to say this, and it's I don't know. It was like my I feel smart moment. There's a difference between tolerance and acceptance.
Yeah.
I have to tolerate you.
You force me to tell me
you are in the United States, and I tolerate your opposing views. That is being tolerant. I do not have to accept your opposing views. No. I think that Sundays are meant to be days where I beat my wife. All right, cool. If that's your religious view, I might tolerate that. I mean, beating your wife is obviously a crime, so that's a bad example. Let's say that you have to jump up and down 30 times on a Sunday.
No, it's actually kind of not a bad example. if you choose to physically pick your ass up and travel 12,000 miles somewhere, and you choose to be here, you chose to be here for a reason. There's a certain level of assimilation that's expected.
Yes.
When we tell you have freedom of speech and religion and everything else, it doesn't mean one religion's better than the other. You don't get to win over me.
Correct.
And when you say tolerate, I'll put up with whatever.
Well, I meant to give an example of acceptance.
But acceptance could be...
And I gave an example that's neither tolerance nor acceptance.
To me, acceptance is a two-way street. We have a relationship. You understand my religion. I understand yours. I accept it. That's cool.
No, that's
awesome.
Damn it, I hit my mic. That's a drink.
That's
I hit
a
my
double.
mic.
That's a double.
That's a double. I never do
double.
that. Well, that's tolerance. Tolerance is I don't agree with what you're saying, but I understand that you have the right to feel that way.
Okay.
Acceptance is you make my daughter wear a hijab in school. I'm like, no.
Oh, I was going to acceptance as more like a personal choice. Like I kind of understand where you're coming from. I accept you. Like a genuine interest, empathy, acceptance. Like I'm cool with it.
Well,
I have
acceptance
peace with
means that I want, like, I accept you. I bring you into the fold, right? I've accepted that as a way of my life now, too. Tolerance is I tolerate that.
Yeah.
That is a thing that you do that I understand you can do, but I will not accept that in my lifestyle.
All right. Acceptance is positive. Tolerate is mid to low.
I would say, tolerate
I'm annoyed.
is... No.
No?
Tolerance is a community.
Yeah, but tolerance
Acceptance is an individual.
All right, how's this? Acceptance should be easy. Tolerance sounds like work. If I have to tolerate something, I got to work.
No,
at
tolerance is easy. Hey, you got that thing over there. You keep it over there. That's fine. Acceptance is hard. Acceptance is you and not like you affecting my personal life.
Dude, this is a good. I like this. I want to delve into it some more.
Keep going.
Yeah, but right now I don't
we should have a
answers.
podcast for it.
This needs to have its own tolerance versus acceptance. There's somebody out there that really gets this. Because like I said, in my mind, I think acceptance is like, oh, I have peace with this. I'm good. Tolerance is like, I'll put up with this. I'm good with it only to a point. I'll tolerate it to a point.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll both have their limits, but one's limit is deeply personal, and the other limit is just like it ends at like the boundaries of the community, right?
Yeah.
Tolerance is a community. Hey, other things go on. Jeremy's dad likes to drink alcohol. I'm a straight edge guy.
You bringing up Jeremy?
That's just a fun name.
Just a fun name.
Yeah. So like different people in the community do different things that maybe I don't approve of.
Yeah.
But like I tolerate it. Hey, that's your choice to do that. You can have an OnlyFans, even though I don't approve of it. I don't want that to be in my house. I don't accept it, but I do tolerate it.
Yeah.
Acceptance is very personal.
Okay.
Yeah. So like people confuse the two, and you see it with like crazy protesters on both sides. Like on the right, it's you need to accept Jesus. Like no. They tolerate Christianity because it's the United States, and you can't force religion on somebody.
Yeah.
On the left is you need to accept transgenderism and in the schools now. No. I can tolerate you making your own choice to be trans, or you're born with it. Whatever it is that you say, I can tolerate that because this is America, and you get to choose. I don't have to accept that. I can still say that no, that's wrong, but I can tolerate you and allow you to live your life the way that you see fit.
Yeah.
There's like a big difference between tolerance and acceptance.
I think you hammered that home. I feel it.
Yep.
I'm tolerating it. I'm going to accept it in a second.
About to brain bash the balls off you.
I want to brain bang.
I can't wait to get peanut butter pickle in the butt.
Peanut
butter pickle in the butt. Peanut butter pickle in the butt.
You're saying that, but I'm picturing Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty.
With a banjo.
Oh, my God. That's it. Now
a peanut butter pickle in your butt, Morty.
If you want a complete, like, just wild shirt, I think that's it. It's a peanut butter covered pickle with a banjo. That's it.
It's not peanut butter.
See, that's where the shirt goes sideways now.
But it has to go sideways to go in.
There is an angle. Oh, we do read the comment section. I'll find it later, but I'll send it to.
Oh, go ahead. I have a retort to a comment section thing.
Oh, okay.
And so you say yours, and I'll say mine.
Somebody was commenting your angle on the dangle, but then they said it's equal to.
Yep, drink. He hit his mic. Drink.
Oh, I hit it hard.
God, you're such a whore for drinking.
Can you grab me another one?
Yeah.
You're over there.
So what I assume they were saying is that the angle
of the dangle.
The angle of the dangle is something to the heat of the meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one. Did you see it?
No, well, I mean, I didn't see it, but that's a saying that's been said.
Oh.
As sayings often are.
Said?
It's not the angle of the dangle, it's the calibration of the heat of the meat, something like that.
It was very similar to that. I read that as if I saw it for the first time ever. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's a genius.
A genius is pushing it.
Listen.
So the comments I saw were picking on me wearing socks and Crocs.
Mm-hmm. It's
not just wearing socks.
It's a felony, bro.
We're wearing Crocs. And we talked about this before. I don't know if we can save it, but we had a conversation on how Crocs are comfortable. I didn't buy the Crocs. I did not buy the Crocs. I was super anti-Croc. My sisters bought them for me because they liked them. They thought it'd be funny.
They don't like you.
They're like, give Rich the gift that he doesn't want. So then I got a pair of slides of Crocs, and they were super comfortable, and I love them. And I ended up buying a second pair because I left them out in the sun a couple of days, and and they kind of shrank like a size. Mm-hmm. So I bought myself a second pair. I like them. You were like, they look gross. I bought you a pair. They come in, I think, tomorrow.
Oh.
And you have your choice between the classic Croc slides with the holes in it that you can put your little Bojangles in that I have, or you can get a different, more sleek version of them.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a Croc. It looks.
Can
like
I wear them to a wedding? How sleek are they?
I mean, you can wear anything to a wedding. Just don't mess with the uplighting.
Don't fuck with the uplighting.
Call back. So yes, on the next episode, I will gift you your choice of Crocs, and we'll use your nice new mic, and we'll actually have you walk around, try them out, feel how comfortable they are. It's going to be crazy.
You bought me Crocs?
I bought you Crocs. I bought you.
Dude, this is going outside my comfort zone.
I bought you
two
pairs of Crocs that you can choose from.
Wow. What are we doing with the extra pair that I don't choose?
I'm going to have them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great. They're phenomenal. I actually need to throw away a couple pairs of sandals because they're a little beat.
You know, there is a guy that was asking us to take our socks off so that he could see our toes.
That's why I wear socks.
No, but I'm saying maybe you wear them and then you auction them off with your bare feet. That's a thing, I think.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever shared this with you.
I'm totally joking. I'm not. Don't tell me you're going to do
Hold on,
this.
I got to reset. So the thing I wanted to tell you.
Oh, we're back.
Yep. Pee break.
Dude, I needed it. I probably pissed like 24 ounces. I think my bladder's only 14, so I don't know where the other ones came from.
Speaking of feet, and...
Oh, yeah, you're about to get into that.
So
I'm a little nervous.
I had an idea. I have good-looking feet.
Okay. Why am I scared?
And I get my toes painted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I get my toes painted.
I think you did it before it was cool, too.
Well before it was cool. Because, I mean, some rock stars would get their fingernails painted black. That was like a punk rock thing. It was whatever. But, nobody got their toes painted. And I got them painted, like, crazy colors. Not like black where I'm...
Teal?
Yeah. Pink. Hell yeah. White. Off-white. Soft white.
Yep. Short shorts?
Short shorts. Short shorts and toenails painted.
Yeah.
With quads the size of people's heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I had an idea that I could create an OnlyFans if I shaved my feet and my calves of me stepping on cake or food. And people wouldn't know that it's a dude's feet.
No, they're going to know it's a dude's feet.
No.
And that's where... No, listen to me. That's where you win. That's where you win.
Now you ruined it for me.
That's where you
win.
Now
you ruined it for me. Now they know it's a dude's feet?
They
no,
know
I want to trick them. I want to troll them into giving me their money.
There is no trolling them. Your feet could be handsome, but they are still manly.
No, they're not.
Dude, you're going to have a whole...
Very feminine feet. I'm told how feminine my feet are.
Okay, well, they have OnlyFans. We're going to have... Only trans. Only trans. And your feet will be on there.
Is that for autistic people that like trains?
No, that's only
and
trains.
Airplanes?
Choo-choo.
Only trans.
Yeah.
It's trucks, airplanes, and trains.
Only transportation. Yes, absolutely.
Only transportation.
Yeah. Duh. Don't be a bigot.
Yeah, don't be a bigot.
Yeah.
This is for autistic people.
Transportation.
You're not on our spectrum.
Finish the sentence.
Only trans.
Yeah. Wow, dude. There's so many jokes about running trains and yeah.
Then you could have like another one that's all about like architecture, but I don't know what you would call it. Only trans sounds pretty funny. What would you call one about architecture? Only plans.
Only
architectural
plans,
drawings of old
bricks.
buildings. All bricked up on only plans.
Something about erecting anything? Yeah.
Erection connection?
Ooh,
helping autistic children connect with architectural
Dude, you just mixed
drawings.
like My childhood. There was a thing before Constructs. Do you remember Constructs before Legos?
I remember Connects.
So there was Connects, and then there was Constructs are a little further back, and then there was Erector sets.
Oh, I remember Erector sets.
Yeah, they had the sharp metal sides and the little nuts that you could screw together.
Oh, it was like aluminum.
Yeah, it was bad. Like you cut yourself.
But they were cool.
Oh, they were fantastic. I still have a set.
Kids need to cut themselves nowadays, Joe.
Dude, I'm with you, dude. Fuck around, find out. They need to do that. Drink from the hose. Do that,
Some of that hose water makes you less retarded.
Dude, I literally used to leave the house and not come home for hours. My mom would just go outside and play. She did not give a shit where I went. I mean, she actually cared. Mm. Where are you going? I'm going over to Pete's house around the corner. I did, dude. I hopped on my bike and drove 7 miles in the other direction to go to a friend's house. And then when I put my bike out front, my brothers would come by and steal that thing, and I have no ride home.
Oh, you have to walk home.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Dude,
that's
you know how many times
funny.
Yeah, dude.
How many times did they steal your bike so you had to walk home?
Dude.
A lot.
A lot, dude.
You like to hide it?
Hide what? That's how you knew where people were. You just put all your bikes up front. Nobody stole bikes back then.
That's true.
You hurt the ones you love. That's a statement that we've been saying for a while.
People have been stealing bikes since the beginning of Bucks, bro.
I want to go home. I'm at my buddy Russ's house. Can I say whole names?
Why'd you say his whole name?
I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. Bleep that shit.
Your buddy's Russ's house.
We're at my buddy Russ's house.
This guy's doxing everybody in his family.
Dox. Anyways, yeah, we're at his house, dude, and I could look out of the attic window because we're playing all sorts of little G.I. Joe games up on the 3rd floor. Look out, and I could see one of my little piss pop brothers take my bike and leave. And I'm like, yeah, well, I guess I'm walking. But the shit of it is they'd have to walk to get there to steal my bike to ride it back.
They wouldn't ride on each other's handlebars?
On occasion.
I'll tell you what, that's commitment on a prank to fuck you over. Is, hey, you fuck me for a little bit, but fuck you later on.
Yeah.
That's some brotherly.
Yeah. Well, I had 4 brothers, so.
I know. Your parents loved
at least 5 times. Mm-hmm. That's all I know.
A minimum.
That's all I'm aware of.
And a couple of those times
Nope, only 5 times.
Only
Rich,
5?
Only 5 times, Rich.
You sure?
Shut the fuck up. No.
Your brother's an angel. I mean,
Brothers,
literally,
yeah.
but...
Yeah. Yeah. We can, yeah. Oh, God. That's some dark, twisted shit, right?
Right? That's
accepting people, yeah. No, we got a guy at work. We're in a dead parents club.
My wife's in a dead parents club.
Yeah.
Everybody from Unsub, like the whole crew, a bunch of the guys from Texas and stuff like that, the social media group. The wives, like 4 of them, including mine, had like Dead Daddy's Club.
Is that a coincidence?
I think they have a necklace charm. I'm not even joking.
Like
is it
ears? A bunch of ears?
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren did that. That was weird.
It was
what kind of charms?
They have a keychain charm, and it says Dead Daddy Club or something like that.
Oh.
Because their fathers all passed away.
Sounds like a murder mystery at this point.
Kind of sounds like a hot goth girl band.
Ooh, that could be.
Dead Daddy's Club.
So we would bring this up in calls about our dead parents.
I'm going to the Dead Daddy's Club. I'm going to keep on dancing at the Dead Daddy's Club. Spending all my inheritance at the Dead Daddy's Club.
Wow.
Dead Daddy's Club.
Now, just so you guys know, that he just made that up now. That's how his brain works.
That's how my brain works.
The tune, the music, the whole thing. I'm trying to say one word, and his brain's like, I got a tune. And then here it comes.
I might have told you this story. Did I ever tell you when I went to a promotion board for the police department? Obviously, I was skipped. But they asked me to describe myself in one word.
Yeah.
I did?
No.
I didn't.
No, what was the one word?
So the first time...
Hold on, real quick. Before he says what the real word is, in the comments, please describe Rick in one word.
Yep, describing in one word.
One word.
How I would describe myself. Well, you can, yeah.
No, use your own words.
Yeah, you can use your own words.
It.
Feel free. You can have, there's 2. They're like how you would describe me with one word, how you think I might describe myself with one word.
I'm going to enjoy reading these.
They're going to be fun. Yeah, if one's going to say autistically dangerous. Oh, that's 2 words.
It's going to be a hard R.
Retarded. Yeah. So I had already taken my first promotional exam and didn't even make it to the interview because they were just like, nope, funny videos just started. We don't want to be part of him.
Of shit, man.
I know it is, yeah. So I didn't even get to the interview. They were just like, we're not going to, why bother? I was like, oh. So the next one I took, I went to I finally got a chance to go to the board, the interview board, promotion board, whatever you want to call it. And I'm in front of a deputy commissioner and 2 chiefs, which means that a chief is somebody that runs a district. There's 5 districts in the city of Buffalo, a large swath of the city. And they asked me a bunch of questions, how come you have used this amount of sick days? Because I was that sick, but I've got a ton of sick time saved up, so I'm not abusing the system, which was the point they were getting to.
Yeah.
You know, what makes you think you're going to be a good officer? And I'm like, well, I've been in every district. Every district's different. Explain that. I'm like, C district takes care of its own. It is a closed house.
Yeah.
They don't let any outsiders in. Even in the department, they deal with their stuff. And like, they're like, well, yeah, I worked at C district. Did you know I was in C district? I'm like, no, but so you know what I'm telling you is true. And they're like, oh yeah, C district is its own animal. And so we're going through that stuff. And then they ask, you know, they get to like that lame, I think almost useless, like what does it even show you questions,
yeah.
you know, of interviews.
It's some subjective thing that they can hang over your head or hang you or prop you up with.
And one of the questions is, you know, what would you use as one word to describe yourself? And like, I mean, a shit ton of, I mean, my main one usually is like integrity. Like I won't lie to you. I'm not going to tell you things you don't like sometimes, but I'm not going to lie to you. So integrity is definitely one of them. But how's like, I don't feel like saying integrity right now. I don't feel like saying honorable or hardworking or motivated.
Well, Q is 2 words, and I know you didn't say that.
Thank God. And I was like, well, what am I like to actually work with? And I looked at him.
Jesus.
And I said,
why are you fucking... You're smiling already. Like, what the... Why?
I look at him.
Oh, okay.
And because I get that same smirk, I think in my head and I smile and I go, sing-songy. And they go,
so hold on.
What?
No, stop. All right, real quick. I don't know if people understand the city of Buffalo, the size. Your department's got over 800 officers.
Yeah.
We're sitting in a room on top of City Hall, one of the architectural, you know.
well, this is Buffalo Police Headquarters across from City Hall
never mind.
in an old federal court building.
Forget about it.
That is a monument in and of itself.
It's not as nice. Anyways, so you're sitting in a room in a professional environment in front of chiefs and commissioners of a department of 800 plus people. And you're like, yeah, sing-songy.
I'm sing-songy.
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 Yeah, that's your statement.
And they... Dude,
why didn't I get promoted?
The one of them almost spit out their drink.
How did they?
And they're like, hold on.
What?
They literally just stop because, you know, you say like, oh, honorable. They're like, okay, cool. You know, yeah, honest. Good. Okay, that's very good. I go, sing-songy. They're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I go, sing-songy.
I'm going to blow them away with this one.
They're like, Officer, hi. Tell us why you are sing-songy. I go, well, I always have a song to sing, and I always motivate people when I'm at work, you know, and I sing stupid songs. I've done 2 of them so far in just the past hour and a half. So, but like, that's what I do. I motivate people. I make it fun to work with. I make the work environment more fun. And like, it's literally, lieutenants would come up to me, and not like all the time, because I wasn't like in a million different things, like being a sing-songy guy, but I've had individuals come up to me and be like, you know, you make work fun, or you make it bearable, or Rich, you know, we can tell like when you showed up here, people were a lot happier to work, and they work harder when they're happy. And I'm also a motivator, so I know that, you know what I mean? And I kind of say that in those words, you know, I make people happy, make them better at working. I go, if you go to the place that I worked with and you say, you know, to a lieutenant, was there a noticeable change in like the wheel, your shift? Morale when you showed up, when Rich showed up.
Cohesiveness.
And they will be like, I can't imagine any one of them would go, no, it stayed the same. Now, they're going to say, no, actually Rich boosted a lot of people's motivation to work harder. So I got through it by saying sing-songy. But I said sing-songy,
but that's
and
the thing,
backed
though.
it up.
You've always been able to be yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And it works because you're genuine. You're not doing it for any other purpose other than that. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Stand by.
Standing by.
I'm not going to insult you.
Oh, that's okay.
You want me to?
Oh, I wouldn't hurt my feelings.
His wiener's this big. No, I'm just kidding. I only seen it twice, 3 times. 4, fine. Stop asking.
I mean, well, that one time you only saw it 4 times. Dude, that's a line. That one time you only saw it 4 times.
69% of the time it works all the time.
I'm not gay. I just saw his wiener 6 times that one time.
It was just one time.
Yeah.
So this is go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had to go to the commissioner's office today to close out a case.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It was an investigation, you know, internal affairs. Just like, hey, we had going to this thing, you know, we're investigating you. we need to, we're going to close it. We're going to close
Oh,
the
this
case.
is one of the last things you got to close before you move on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. They were like, hey, we got to close this out before you go to another task force. And I was like, okay. So I went in there, and obviously I'm not the only person that's getting, internal affairs cases closed. So there's like a couple people that are in front of me, and they're good guys, and it seemed like everything was just, taken care of. Hey, we found this to be done. There's no issues here, whatever it was. And I go in there. I'm the last to go, as I always am. I'm always the last to go into stuff. And I go in there, and I walk into the commissioner's office with all of internal affairs there, my union, deputy commissioners, the head of internal affairs, the inspector of internal affairs. And I walk in there with this big smile like, good afternoon. Literally just like that. Good afternoon, gentlemen, ma'am. And everybody's just, you could see a couple of them just straight out just started laughing. And I'm sitting there like smiling as they're like, all right, hey, we're here today for high. And I'm like, guilty? Do I say that now? Or?
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Guilty? Guilty. And
God damn, dude.
yeah, and then I get up to leave. It was very quick. It was just a matter of what I don't know, pomp and circumstance. They just had to get it through.
It is. It's procedural.
Procedural, thank you. And as I go to leave, I close the door because I know they're all going to talk about like, hey, what went on, and it's the union internal affairs in the commissioner's office, and I don't need to eavesdrop. And obviously, I know that the next conversation with everybody leaving and them coming to, a conclusion for everybody's investigations, whether it's mine where nothing happened or things where guys maybe lost a day or two, that it was going to be somewhat of a serious conversation. Mm-hmm. But I go to leave to close the door, and I'm like, all right. Same time next year?
Holy fuck.
Then I close the door.
Yeah.
And leave. But yeah.
So when's your next appointment?
Jesus. My annual checkup at Internal Affairs?
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
So I look at, like, we're telling the story from your point of view, hilarious, right? What people I don't think everybody gets it. Any job that you have, people identify you as the job that you have, not the person that you are. They only get to see that version of yourself, right?
Yeah. So we've talked about that before, of how, like, you're a police officer, so therefore the law should be different when it comes to reprimanding you.
I'm just a person.
But I'm just a guy.
Oh, you know what? That brings up an interesting story.
Yeah.
I was definitely treated differently because I was a police officer.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I was expected to be more of a victim and more tolerant of the things that happened against me. It's like, well, you're a police officer. I'm like, yeah. Well, I'm still a father. I still have, children. I'm a husband. I have a regular life, so I'm still a victim.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a cop and I deal with it 100 times a day doesn't mean I need to deal with it in my personal life to the point where it's a detriment.
Mm-hmm. They'll smooth over the traumatic experience, but then they'll highlight the negative experience.
You can tell me where you want to put this. I got beat up by a girl. You want to put that on Pepperbox, or you want to put this...
Well, what do you feel comfortable with?
Probably Pepperbox, I think.
All right. Well, then we'll end this episode.
Okay.
All right.
It's over.
Joe's. What? Can we keep that part in about you saying you got beat up by a girl?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So we're going to, we'll pause that
Pepperbox
there.
only, though. Yeah.
Pepperbox, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Behind the wall.
Yeah.
Behind the wall.
The
Safe
wall.
space.
I don't know, dude. One guy in the comments said that the wall, he watches Pepperbox all the time. He'll tell everybody. He ain't saying shit.
You don't get to watch it.
I'll smoke you.
Pepperbox. You're not in the club anymore. No. All right, so we'll end this here.
Absolutely.
And we'll bring that story over to Pepperbox.
Yeah, I think so.
For a more tight-knit group.
Absolutely.
Quality community
we'll delve
people.
into that a little bit more.
So that way we don't have any shenanigans happen.
Yeah, I got to be careful still.
Yeah. Pepperbox is a place to be careful.
Yeah. Do I got to wear a rubber?
I mean, I would. I've seen the comment section.
Dude, the comment section, I love it.
The Pepperbox comment section's insane in a good way and a bad way.
Should we bring a psychiatrist on to read the comments in the comment section? Could we have a professional assessment from a completely wrong point of view? Just read the comments and maybe recommend a medication or a course of action.
I want somebody to break us down.
Oh, God. Oh, all right.
Yeah, because you have a misplaced sense of loyalty.
You're it. And on that note.
Thanks for sticking around for Overserved. Have a drink on us. I'm AC. I'll see you next time. Say goodbye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.